Hello and welcome to 168 Hours. I'm your host Malak Ahmad Fayaz, and in this week's edition we'll be covering the most significant news stories from the past 7 days. Stay tuned. Maldives and the United Nations Population Fund UNFPA hold productive discussions aiming to strengthen the mutual relations.
The Minister of Family and Social Development, Dr. Aishat Shiham, participated in the discussions during her official visit to Indonesia, which took place from September 11th to 13th. During her visit, Minister Dr. Aishat Shiham held comprehensive discussions with the UNFPA's Asia Pacific Regional Director, Mr. Pio Smith. The discussion focused on exploring opportunities for joint collaboration and avenues of mutual interest. The minister also expressed sincere appreciation for the support provided by the UNFPA. Minister Dr. Aishat Shiham undertook the visit to Indonesia to participate in the high-level panel discussion on reframing aging at the 2024 Asia Pacific Regional Conference on Population Aging. Speaking at the meeting, the minister shed light on the changes in the demographics of the Maldives and its impact on sustainable development. The dialogue underscored the Maldives' commitment to transforming the challenges of an aging population into opportunities for inclusive growth and long-term resilience. On the sidelines of the conference, she met with the Executive Secretary of Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific to discuss areas of mutual collaboration. Furthermore, Minister Dr. Aishat Shiham visited an elderly care facility of Indonesia, which organizes monthly active aging activities for seniors and supports the creation and sale of traditional handicrafts made by local older adults.
Minister of Islamic Affairs Dr. Muhammad Shahim Ali Said reveals that the government is undertaking various initiatives to establish a framework for providing financial support to social and religious organizations.
Speaking at the inaugural ceremony of the annual conference of religious and social organizations, Minister Dr. Shahim stated that several organizations running religious programs in various locations of the Maldives have sought financial aid from the Ministry of Islamic Affairs. Therefore, the minister emphasized the need to create a dedicated system to facilitate the distribution of these funds. Acknowledging the works of such organizations, Minister Dr. Shahim underscored the crucial importance of expanding the roles of such organizations. The minister pointed out the absence of Quran classes and religious awareness activities on some islands, underscoring the need for the establishment of organizations in these areas and the strengthening of existing ones. Furthermore, Minister Dr. Shahim highlighted the importance of ensuring better document monitoring to ensure that the system to provide funds operates sustainably and efficiently. He reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to supporting these organizations by allocating a portion of its budget for this purpose. The annual conference was attended by 98 representatives from 70 organizations, with some participating in person and others joining virtually. The conference will provide updates on ongoing efforts to boost religious awareness, identify changes needed to improve the spread of the religion, and offer insights into enhancing religious awareness through legal and regulatory measures. The event will conclude with an agreement between the ministry and the organizations aimed at increasing religious awareness and providing financial assistance.
The government initiates special efforts to promote the export of farmers' produce to markets at more affordable prices.
A key goal of the government is to reduce the dependency on imported food by increasing the availability of local grown products in the Maldivian market. Currently, most fruits and vegetables in the market are imported, leading to higher prices compared to other countries. Despite the fact that various crops are grown across the Maldives, farmers face significant challenges in transporting their products to urban markets, particularly in the capital, Malé City. To address the issue, the government has begun taking steps to ensure farmers' products can be sold at lower prices. As such, the Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Welfare and the Ministry of Transport and Civil Aviation have been holding discussions. One proposal under consideration is the use of air cargo to transport farmers' goods. Speaking on the issue, Minister of Agriculture and Animal Welfare, Dr. Aishat Ramila emphasized that simply providing air transport for farmers' produce will not fully resolve the issue. She pointed out that there are additional costs involved in transporting goods from the islands to the flight departure points. She therefore said that ongoing discussions with various stakeholders are critical to finding a long-term solution. The government aims to lower the prices of locally produced crops in the market by reducing transportation costs. It will not only benefit consumers but also increase the profitability for farmers. The government is also engaging with all relevant parties to make transportation more affordable and efficient. The government is making efforts to reduce food imports by promoting domestic agriculture. As such, 200 hectares of land in Utturu Tilafaru, UTF, are being designated for agricultural use with plans to cultivate crops that are currently imported. In addition, support for local farmers is also being expanded through increased agricultural loans as well as technical assistance and resources for those interested in farming.
Deputy Speaker of the Parliament Ahmad Nazim underscores the crucial importance of recruiting locals to the senior positions of the Bank of Maldives BML. Speaking about the Companies Act Amendment Bill proposed to the Parliament, Deputy Speaker Nazim noted that the three individuals serving as the topmost position of BML were not present in the Maldives when the bank announced the USD transaction limits. Nazim observed that the bank's operations director, credit control manager and the risk manager were not present when this significant decision was made. Highlighting that these positions are high-paying positions, he emphasized the critical need for appointing Maldivians for the positions. Furthermore, Nazim called on the government to brainstorm potential measures to enhance the management of state-owned enterprises (SOEs). He stated that the Privatization and Corporatization Board and the Ministry of Finance must monitor the progress and situation of the SOEs daily. BML announced the US dollar transaction limits on August 25th. The government revealed that this decision was undertaken against the government. Therefore, the bank reversed its decision following extensive discussions with the Maldives Monetary Authority (MMA). The Maldives Police Service MPS indicated that the action taken by BML may be an effort to undermine the current administration. Therefore, MPS is proceeding with its investigation into the matter. Chief Executive Officer CEO of the Maldives Ports Limited, Mohammad Wajih Ibrahim, reveals that India is working to establish a permanent supply route for importing perishable goods to Kurudufushi city in Hadal Atoll. Speaking to PSMNEWS, Wajih highlighted that the port in Kurudufushi has not seen significant development in the last 19 years and has been operating at a loss. He, however, said efforts are now underway to turn the port into a profitable venture. He also revealed plans to set up a boatyard at the port for constructing fiberglass boats, and a jetty is also being built to facilitate easy access for vessels. Additionally, Wajih further stated that MPL is working to establish a permanent import route for perishable goods from India, targeting a launch by late September or early October. He emphasized that local business owners in Kurudufushi would be consulted before finalizing the arrangements. Once operational, he said that the imports from India are expected to provide cheaper goods to the region, with the possibility of shipments every 10 days, depending on preferences of local businesses. MPL said that perishable goods were initially brought to Addu city from Tuticorin via wooden cargo ships. MPL and Hitadu Port Limited have collaborated with India's finance group to ensure consistent supply of perishable goods using steel cargo ships since July last year. The first cargo ship carrying 150 tons of goods docked in Addu on July 10th of this year. While the service initially struggled to gain traction in Addu, it has since found a market and is receiving positive feedback from local businesses. Addu International Airport Company AIA states that the development project of Ghan International Airport GIA was ongoing rapidly.
AIA stated that the works pertaining to the expansion of the passenger terminal commenced and are ongoing as per the schedule. The development of GIA commenced last year. AIA stated that efforts are underway to complete the airport developmental project according to the schedule. Under the project, a 4.3-kilometer road connecting to the airport is planned for development. The company stated that the road development will involve the installation of drainage system and putting asphalt on the roads. It revealed that the works to cover the roads with asphalt will commence in November or December. In addition to the road development, efforts are also underway to develop the admin building and the air traffic control tower while expanding the passenger terminal. The foundation for the expanded area of the terminal have already been laid. The developed terminal will have the capacity to accommodate 1.5 million passengers annually, equipped with modern facilities. Decisions have also been made to expand the airport services with businesses and establish a cold storage and cargo facility as well. As the airport's runway was developed to cater any wide-body aircrafts other than the A380 Airbus in 2016, the current developmental initiative does not involve the expansion of the runway. The development of GIA is funded by a $29.7 million loan from India's Export-Import Bank, Exim Bank. Citing the contractor of the project, Renatus Projects Private Limited, AIA anticipates the completion of the project by March 2025.
President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu appoints Justice retired Abbas Sharif as the Prosecutor General. The letter of appointment was presented to the new Prosecutor General at a ceremony held at the President's office. The Chief Justice of the Maldives, Ahmad Muttasim Adnan, administered the oath of office. The appointment was made in accordance with Article 221 of the Constitution and Article 3 of the Prosecutor General's Act. He was appointed following the parliamentary approval given for his nomination with a unanimous vote of 85 parliamentarians. Abbas Sharif has an experience of over 23 years in the field of law. He served as the Secretary to the President on Legal Affairs and Parliamentary Affairs at the President's office from 1995 to 1996 before traveling abroad for higher studies. He earned a diploma in the field of law in Malaysia and received his Bachelor of Law LLB from the University of Tasmania. After he sought higher education, Abbas started his career in 2000 as the Assistant Legal Officer of the President's office. 8 years afterward, he contributed significant efforts to the then Attorney General to prepare the Constitution. Prior to his resignation from the legal counsel position of the President's office in 2008, he served as a member and Vice President of the Judicial Service Commission, JSC. In 2011, Abbas was appointed to the bench of the High Court and worked in collaboration with significant law firms. During the period in which he served as the Justice of the High Court, he investigated cases related to former presidents and parliamentarians. He was retired from this position in 2015 due to health issues. Regarding of his retirement, Abbas has made remarkable contributions within the field. Economic diversification has been a central topic for successive Maldivian governments. The need to reduce reliance on the tourism-driven economy became particularly evident during the COVID-19 pandemic, when the nation's primary industry was forced to shut down, leaving no other sectors to cushion the impact. Despite this clear warning, meaningful action to diversify the economy has been lacking until now.
This administration is demonstrating a concrete commitment to economic diversification. Early in its term, efforts began to establish an international financial industry in the Maldives. Among the government's key initiatives is the introduction of international bunkering services, a vital step in diversifying the economy. The first of these services was inaugurated in the northern region of the Maldives. The inauguration ceremony was attended